はい、どうも、アルミラです。それじゃあ、続きをやっていきましょう。というわけで、
次は何をするんですか？
前回メインクエストをクリアしたから、今回はダウンロードコンテンツかな、こちらです。
違うだろう。
ダウンロードコンテンツのブロークン・オブ・スティールだっけ？
そうですね。
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting?
あなたから話を聞けとリオンズに言われたんだけど。
Owen does have quite a bit on his mind lately, as I'm sure you can imagine. This is the first time the actions of the Brotherhood have affected him in such a personal manner. Please, step over here. I'll bring you up to speed. I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This is not... Based on data gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way.
たくさん質問したいことは
ないです。お前の口からもはや有益な情報も出てこない。
まあいい、わかった。行くかじゃあ。やってきたぞ。
Good to see you.
思ったら
Hey,
何でしょ
you're awake. All right. Paladin Tristan is just.
おい、開いてんじゃん。
前じゃなかったのか。
ドライブに春が来りゃあそれいいわレナウン娘がおしゃれチックなレナウン娘がまさかイエイイエイイエイイエイやそ
Well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah were going to pull through.
会えて嬉しい。また力を貸すためにここに来た。
Is that so? Well, it'll be good to have another soldier we can count on. Basic rule of thumb on these operations. Keep your head down and let the robot do most of the heavy lifting. He can take it better than you can.
何をすればいい？
I need you to keep your head on straight. No heroics, okay?
どうしよっか
Liberty Prime was called in to assist with the initial assault. Once we've cleared ourselves a nice staging area, we'll reassess the situation. Come on, things should be underway by now.
行くぞ!
It's been pretty standard for the last week or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out.
まあ、食い物
The
待ち
tin
らしい。
can does most of the work, honestly. I can't complain, it keeps our casualties down. Some communications facility.
あ、待ってくださいよ。
木村早くしろ。
早くしろ。
It's active. We can find out who they're talking to and get the last of the locations nailed down.
なるほど。
逃げるんだ。落ち着け。
Initiate Directive 7-3.
ダメだやっぱ使えおーええやん消えた横もくんだよ90度
今回は大丈夫か？
頼むよ壊れちゃう
うわすごいよ
Satellite uplink detected.
穴なんてさすごいんだよどこなんだよ
急げ
Warning. Warning. Red Chinese orbital strike. Should reach minimum safe distance immediately.
柔らかいね。
System failure. Initiating core shutdown as per emergency. Objective 2-6. 2-2-0-9. I die so that democracy.
We need to find out what the hell just happened.
やだよそんなの
There's no time to talk. Get your ass inside that base and help the... I don't know. Terminals, data, anything that can help us figure out what just happened, and where it came from.
お前ほんま使えんわ
ああ、いたよ。
よかったね何やってんだお前ら俺も仲間に入れてくれよ
そっちは
Big idea.
ビクトリー。
カットしよう
ここかな？
じゃあ早速
よし。
よし
じゃあ要塞に入ればいいのか。
Welcome.
お待たせしました
I can't believe it. All those years of work, all of it. For what? One botched operation? I'm still waiting on the debriefing from Tristan, but I'm not sure it even matters. With Prime gone, I don't know what could help at this point. If anything, we should be thankful they waited this long to use whatever they used. Nonetheless, we should try and move on. What is it you have for me? Ah, yes. Well, I'll see if we can't figure out how to read it. Perhaps it can give us some insight as to just what happened out there. It would be good to salvage something from this mess. Thank you for bringing this to me. I believe Elder Lyons will want to speak with you as well. Perhaps you should find him. If you'll excuse me.
いたいたいた。
Hail. I trust you've spoken with Rothschild. I hope he can make some headway with the data you've recovered. With our primary weapon destroyed, we risk losing our momentum and jeopardizing the entire campaign. I must admit, I now wonder whether moving ahead with this operation was an error in judgment. And yet, here we are. Discounting the fact that our best field commander is in a coma, and I personal feelings for my daughter, things have not gone well. If we fail now, we could lose everything. Very true. And to that end, I'd like you to speak with Paladin Tristan. He's requested you for a special assignment, one that could prove vital to our success.
やっぱり
Steve.
Nice work back there. Let's hope the scribes can do something useful with the information you retrieved. Unfortunately, we don't have time to sit around and wait for the analysis. Based on what I've seen of you so far, there's an assignment I believe you're well suited for.
いつでも
With the setbacks the Brotherhood has suffered, we find ourselves in a difficult position. All our available resources need to be positioned for the inevitable counterattack from the Enclave. At the same time, we believe we may have developed a tool to help our chances of victory. But with everyone needed to help defend against the Enclave, we have no one to send on a recovery mission. So, I'm going to have you travel to the Olney Power Works to secure some tech for us.
なんかなんねえな。
Hopefully, you'll be able to find a Tesla coil, an experimental device from before the war. Our scribes needed to complete a little surprise they've been preparing for the Enclave. Get there, get the coil, and get back as safely and quickly as possible. Any questions?
では、私の方から少しだけ質問があります。
Check with Scribe Valancourt. She's been researching some of the Enclave remote.
I'm still very, very
う
busy.
るせえ。
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know how much this will actually help. I mean, I think I've figured out a way to override. Here, take this. I hope the scrambler ends up being used.
探すぞ。この辺ですか。
カットしよう。よいしょ。なんでこのさ。
How the hell did you get in here, Smooth Skin?
関西弁
Hey, I'm Win. This is Kid. We're, well, it's kind of a long story. Only thing that matters now is that we're trying to steer clear of the death claws on account of not wanting to be lunch meat. Yeah? Well, then you're stupid.
Huh?
Where do you think they're all coming from, huh? Goddamn nest down here. Take it from me, kid. You stay down here, you're gonna die. Hey, it's your funeral, right? Me and Kid, we're getting out of here. Figure the way you came's gotta be pretty clear if you're still alive.
そうだったかな。
ダンバーのこれを読んでいるお前なら俺たちを助ける見込みがある。我々は移転について協議した。アンダーワールドはいい選択だが、ホームと呼べる新しい場所として我々はさらに安全な場所を見出した。オールド・オルニー。何者もそこに足を踏み入れることはなく、何者もそこで我々を探そうと思わないだろう。街の下に広大な空間がある。何箇所か壁を撤去し、地下道を掃除して移転を手伝ってくれる優秀な支援者を俺たちは求めているんだ。だがそこにはデスクローがいたと。
楽しいな。
おとなしくアンダーワールド行ってりゃよかったのに。
そうだよ。
わ
誰
ホラー映画かよ。
怖いな。つまりストコ。
こんな夢んかよ。
お前は話せるデスクローじゃないみたいだな。
バカじゃね。
フォールアウト2で見たデスクローはもっと賢かったぞ。
バカじゃない。僕はバカじゃない。
ちょっと眠ってろ。
僕はバカじゃない。
なんでそんなの。うんこぶち込むぞ。ほらこっち来いこっちの。
どっちだよ。
行くぞ!
Oh, 死んだかと思ったよ。
もうわかんねえな。カットしよう。ダメによって。
いただいた。
しょうがないから戻るから。お待たせ。
You found a Tesla coil? Excellent. I'll see to it that this reaches the scribes immediately. You've done good work, soldier. Are you ready for your next assignment? We don't have time to spare. Based on the data you brought us from the relay station, we've identified where the Enclave is basing their operation. It seems they have a second base of operations at Adams Air Force Base outside of D.C. The only safe way to get there is through the presidential metro used by the government before the war. You're going to be on your own again for now. The rest of the Brotherhood will be providing a distraction so you can slip in undetected. Once you breach the presidential metro and get to Adams Air Force Base, look for the resupply crate. Inside, you'll find your new orders, and hopefully we can put a working Tesla cannon into your hands.
どこだ。
これか。
ここか。ああ、わかんないよ。
しょうがないね。
ちょっと早くしていいですか。
切なさや愛しさも
と待って。
フリーズした。
やっぱり壊れてるじゃん。
やっと帰ってきたぜ。
雑魚か。
早く出してよ。
一気にここまで駆け抜けてきてきた。よし。
よし。お待たせしました。本日最後のお話になります。
こっちから。
いいぞこれ。
いきますよ。いきますよ。いく。
なんだ。
どこここ。
おい、開いてんじゃん。
すいません、許してください。何でもしますから。
今何でも作って言ったよね。
これか。暴力。
ああ、こんなとこにあったのか。
次は何をするんですか。
カットしよう。
これです。ここに来たわけ。
あ、違う。
よし。よし。
すいません。君の下ですけど。わーい。いいね。
よし、もうようやく中に入ってこれたよ。
痛くなりますよ。温泉箱行って玉とか舐め出しましたよ。
おい、木村。そのままダメだね。嬉しいだろ。やめてくれ。
気持ちいいか、木村。
いや、そんなこと。
なんか溜まっちゃってさ。
お兄ちゃん、いただいていくぜ。
あ、いらない。
カットしよう。
アダムス空軍機動要塞だ。あ、きっと。
やりてかな。
発射。
お願いします。
承認。
やりますね。
しょうがないから戻った学校。
暗い。
フラッシュ。うるせえよ。
助けて。集団ストーカーに襲われてます。
Surprised to see me?
驚いたわ。以前よりずっと元気そうだ。
Well, we both have the pride to thank for that. Without them, we'd both be dead. But enough about me. You've done one hell of an outstanding job out here, soldier. A hell of a job. Now it's time to do my job, and to get your ass onto this vertibird before it goes up like a nuke.
分かった。要塞に戻ったら話がしたい。
Hurry. The orbital strike will be coming down any moment now.
さあ、帰ろう。フォークス、貫通してるよ。
なんか芸術的。
さん、お父さんのおかげで今日は楽しめましたよ。
When I first met you some time ago, I was leery of your motivations and even more concerned with your methods. At the battle for Project Purity, you proved yourself, and any doubts that I had about you dissipated on that day. Now with the Enclave in ruins and with you to thank for it, I'm almost at a complete loss for words. I feel proud to call you one of our own, and I promise that what you've done here today will be recorded by our scribes as an historic moment. On behalf of the Brotherhood of Steel and on behalf of the free people of this wasteland, I thank you.
どういたしまして。
後藤さん、これって勲章ですよ。
When I first saw you long ago in that alley in Chevy Chase, I thought you were just some trashy wastelander. I'm glad I was wrong. My father thinks the world of you, and so do I. If things were different, maybe we could have had time to become friends. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you stick around for a while. We need people like you to help us finish what we started here. It's always a pleasure to have you around.
またお願いすると思うんで。
Well, I suppose we have you to thank for the sudden influx of equipment pouring in from the ruins you left behind at Adams Air Force Base. These items will help keep us one step ahead of our enemies in the wasteland and hopefully start my reconstruction effort. Mark my words, Prime will walk again. It may take months or even years, but we'll get him back together. If you're inclined to help us with that
これが
effort,
4の
just let me
あれ
know.
になるのか。
Goodbye. Please come back if you find anything interesting.
一応これでブロークン・オブ・スティールだっけ。
そうです。
DLC のうちの一つをクリアしたことになるのかな。ということでキリがいいんで今回の動画はこの辺で終わりたいと思います。それでは次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイ。